Well, hello. I didn't try to scare everyone this time because, well, that's just not very nice, and I felt like being nice today, for once. So hello. Oh, I don't often need 3 monitors, but in this specific situation, it would be pretty nice. I have too many stuff up on my screen right now. Hello! And welcome to, I was gonna say the first and the only preview live stream, but I'm not too sure about that. You can all admire my bard for a moment because he looks beautiful while I finish collecting things. Oh, apparently I have chat relay on. That's nice to know. So if you're watching on Twitch, you can see the chat on YouTube. I don't know if it works the other way around. But, you know, that's cool. I've not done a stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time for a very long time, so I don't really remember how it works. Is my hello valid now? Yes, hello. You guys are allowed to say hi now. It's the correct time frame. Okay, so chat relay does work on both ways. It's just a little bit delayed. That's fine. At least now you guys will know what's going on, although the chat on the stream shows which platform the chat is coming from. I think it's pretty cool if you ask me. That being said though, I need to start doing some stuff. Okay, I think I have everything fixed. I think. So now the question is, do I try to find, well, my bard on here is not maxed out, I didn't bother doing that, so we're gonna make a new one. And it's gonna be the exact same as the last one. In terms of appearance anyways, because I just think it really suits the, actually I'll go with Dex and Charisma this time. This appearance just really suits the bard, okay? No judgment here. Wait, I forgot to do the customization. Anything that says length, I always put it down to the minimum. I really debated saying that sentence just now, but I decided to go with it anyways. A notification! What does that mean? Oh, a host. Thank you, Robert. Very kind of you. Hello everyone. How do I play the lute? You press tab. If you want to just play whatever you want and play infinitely, whatever song you feel like at the time, that is, you just press and hold tab. We need, like, better hair than this. I mean, it's not bad, it's kind of silver, which does suit me, I suppose. There, now I just look like an old man, and that also suits me too. Somebody needs to pick a name for this bard. You know if bard is strength or intelligence based for damage? It's kind of difficult to determine just by looking at it. I haven't done any official testing on the matter, but I think the general consensus is that it is strength, although it seems to be a mix of both. But their intelligence, their base intelligence is really low. And generally for damage characters, your lowest ability score is not the one that your primary damage comes from. So it's reasonable to infer that it is strength. Any name suggestions in the chat? Shadowfingers? Forever Silvery. I mean, the last time I asked for this, there's a story, if you watched my bard video, Greg appeared at the end, and my character is named after Greg, and there's a reason for Greg. And that's because, well, whenever the testing existed, I was a little bit behind the day that it came out in the testing server, and I was trying to catch up with everyone, so I hopped in the voice chat and I was like, guys, somebody name my bard, I can't think of it right now. And then Bryce was just like, Greg, in the most assertive tone of voice ever, and I was just like, okay. And that is how Greg was born. And so, Doug. You know, I'm gonna combine all of your names. How's that? Silver Doug Strings Forever Jr. Is that too long? Silver Doug Strings Forever Jr. Oh, it's too long! I'll just go with Silver Strings Doug Jr. How's that? You guys are great at picking names. And off we go. Should I play or skip the cutscenes that are skippable? If you guys want to see them, along with the blobs that you'll see everywhere. Because unfortunately I've been plagued with the graphics bugs, and I don't get to see what the new fancy visual effects look like in the zones. Look at that tree! A noble name? Thank you. I picked the wrong hair, didn't I? I have the wrong hair! I picked the wrong one because I wasn't really paying attention, but I guess we have braids now. That's fine, I guess. I know, and like my graphics look so good on live, but oops, I didn't mean to hit escape. Now you get to see what I've been dealing with for the past long time, and it's not very nice. But I do know that they are working on figuring out what's causing it, so that's pretty great. I believe I can load UI. Yes, that's what I wanted. Let's put on all this stuff. Fun fact about this part, you don't actually have to attack the dummies at all. So if you're trying to be really speedy, you can just attack the air instead. There is no date for the mod release at this time. I wish there was, but I feel like it's a little bit too early still for them to know that. I don't have to fight these, so I don't know why I am. The first time ever, I launched Neverwinter test server to try the new class. Why would you ever want to run the Bard as a DPS when it does so much more damage as a healer? I don't have an answer to that. The Bard DPS is fun though because you can spam infinitely, and I think that's what I'll do for this Bard here. I'll play as Songblade. Oh, I didn't. Wait, yes I did. Let me jump, meanie. Bard level 20 speedrun. That's what I did the past couple days so that I could make a video. I really needed the level 20 notification asset that you see in the thumbnail of my most recent video, so in order to get that, I had to level up to 20 first. And it took me, in the speediest way that I could, it took me about 10 hours to do. So we're not going to be able to get to level 20 today, which I'm fine with. I'm skipping this cutscene because this area is the same. Although, fun fact, you don't have to fight anything in this part either. I bet you've played that tutorial many times. Yes, I have actually. So I just skip most of it, and to do that, you just stand here and wait for the timer to run out. So how are you guys doing? I think it's best to wait and see what is to come in Sharandar 3. Haven't really paid much attention to Sharandar at all. Fun fact, I still have not completed episode 1. I'm a little bit far behind. It'll be fine though. No, the very first bard that I leveled did take 12 hours. But that was with me, you know, paying a normal amount of attention to the process, reading some of the dialogue, and, you know, like, experimenting playing songs and stuff, so it really just depends on how fast you're trying to go, but I would like to say on average it would take people around 12 hours to do. At least the way that it currently is. Oh, and also that time was with no boosts at all. Like, I didn't give my character any gear from live, I didn't copy over anything, no extra enchantments, I wasn't in a guild, so it was basically like a new player. I didn't give myself anything to make the process easier. Hello, welcome. Welcome in, everyone. Do I plan on completing Sharandar? Eventually, yeah. I wasn't the biggest fan of Sharandar to begin with, so I really felt not very inclined to complete it, although the dungeon's pretty fun. Except for the first boss, it's too complicated for my tiny brain to comprehend. Did I re-download the game again? Well, honestly, that's entirely up to you. Mod 21 is going to be pretty fun, in my opinion. Just because Bard's going to exist and everyone's going to be sitting in the Enclave spamming their instruments, and it will be really funny for about 5 minutes, and then it'll be annoying. But that's for downloading it right now. That's a decision that you'll have to make. Makos, you need to be a little bit more useful there, buddy. Well, I didn't even have Azures whenever I did it. So no Azure bonus, movement speed bonus for me. I'm not gonna have it on here either, although I probably should get some. But I didn't prepare in advance like smart people do, so I don't have any. When is Mod 21 coming to live? As of right now, there is not a release date. Generally, after a mod goes to preview, it's about a month until it goes live, but considering this is a new class and not necessarily as much of a new module in terms of content, at least from what we know right now, it may be longer. I don't know. I've been surprised before, actually quite recently. Thank you, who was that? Taranis. I'm awful at names. I'm sorry if I just butchered your name, but thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you very much. What has changed since mod 18 to 19? A lot. We had the combat changes that were in... I don't remember what month. Earlier this year. That kind of changed the way scaling is a lot better now than it was in mod 18. Changed the way that you do your stats. You've got new Sharandar. Mod 18 was Avernus. What happened since then? The Redeemed Citadel? That was after mod 18. Yeah. Duh. Because mod 18 was Avernus. Or was mod 19 Avernus and mod 18 was Valenhof? My time frames, I need to make like a whole long time scale thingy. Do I think Bard is a healer worthy for end content dungeons? I think they can certainly work well. They're gonna be great at buffing. And I'll be playing mod and endgame content. It's not as OP as Cleric is, in my opinion, but that's fine because Clerics are like busted. So, you know. Look at this lovely rug. Actually not. Oh, it's better now. Hello, Mr. Sergeant Knox. Let's go visit the training room after I put on my new... I was about to say after I put on my new hands. Oh, I forgot I gotta get a mount first. I did this the last time too. I think you should get a mount afterwards. Because you can't use it in here anyways. The Waterdeep horse is the only correct horse to buy. You only have 2 options, but it's the only good one. No, I'm not irritated. I just probably didn't see your question. As I have 2 chats open at the moment, so it's a little bit harder for me to see everything. Okay, we're gonna dodge while I'm not looking. Northside says it's broken. Well, I disagree. I actually think it needs to be... some things need to be adjusted a little bit. The green alien looking race was launched. That was Gith, and that happened in... I don't know if it happened with mod 17 or afterwards, but it was definitely around the Stardock time. Alright, let's get some combat advantage in here. Sharandar 3 will hit live on PC on June 8th. That has been announced, which is in 2 days. That has been announced already. Use my special mechanic. Let's play a song. Oh, I never fixed the controls. I don't use those. Let me fix that right now. Keybinds. Oh, I hit escape. Why would I do a thing like that? Let's see. Let's add in all of the... Nope. Pad. Clear. 1. Numpad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the rest of it's fine. Okay, all done. I do have the Restream chat that I could have opened, but I don't like it. Oh, I have that keybind is wrong too, whatever. Let's fix that too. Mounts. I believe it is mouse 4. Mount. I believe it's that one. I think that was right. Daily power, easy enough to do. Okay, all done. I don't like the Restream chat because it goes from the top, and there's not a setting to fix it to show the newest at the bottom. So... I can also see both the chats in one window, but they're not in sync. Yes, Nox is in here now, at least until after you're level 20, then he teleports back outside. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but yes, he's in this new area called the Adventurers Guild, which is where the Trade of Blades used to be. What is a good companion for the Bard? The same as any other DPS or healers. So whenever I had my maxed out Bard, I used the Golden Bullet Hub as my summoned. And then as a DPS, you can use any of the DPS companions that are currently good, which I haven't paid much attention to what those are, but I believe, like, Zuna, I don't know if the Abyssal Chicken is still good. Don't know what companions other DPS people use. Because I'm not one of those. Power is still the best thing you can push? No. All the stats are capped at 90% effectiveness now. Let me get rid of this green box. So you can only have a maximum of 90% of any stat. And so stacking power above, at least above your... Okay, so let me figure out how best to describe this. So the amount of stats that you can have here under the rating section, if you exceed your total item level, anything you have that's over that will not be useful at all. So you can only have up to your total item level as rating, but then there's also percentage that can make up your other percentage that goes up to 90. So you've got your rating contribution, which is this number that goes up to your item level, and then other contributions, which is the percent bonuses that you would get from companions, some gear, and boons and stuff like that. Is there no sound? I hear sounds. People are talking to me, so I assume that there is sound. I just did that. Excuse me, Mr. Battle White, you're gonna need to not. Thank you much. Okay, sound is good. Thank you for letting me know. I hate when things are broken. Especially whenever I have no idea what could cause it to be broken. I would like that, please. Thank you. Yeah, the in-game sound is intended to be quieter. I can make it a little bit louder if you want to. Or if you want me to. But as long as you can hear me, that's really the main thing here. We're gonna skip those enemies and just jump down. Because I'm a professional speedrunner, as you all know. Except I have to fight them anyways because I can't just go right in this door, which is a shame. Hello, welcome, come to join the party. Leveling as Songblade is going to be interesting because I'm so used to Minstrel by now. Okay, into the area we go. Is this a new mission? This is the start of Neverdeath Graveyard, which has some quests have been removed, but this quest is the same. It has existed the whole time, as far as I know, because I remember doing it in the past. Many moons ago, whenever I actually did Neverdeath stuff. Do I have any song masterpieces to play? I can play part of a couple of songs. They're not anything special, but I can. I haven't had too much time to really learn more, and I will put more time into it, of course. But I'm not musically inclined, and like transferring sheet music to letters is time consuming, and then also transferring the letters to the keys is time consuming for me also. So, yeah. I put that on the wrong person. That's so annoying. Alright, Mr. Red Wizard, it's time for you to die now. Thank you for your services. Good night. Thank you for the shirt. I'll be putting that on right now. Now please give me the portal to leave. I'll leave before you even summon the portal. I don't like Ebon Downs. I don't like Ebon Downs either. Ebon Downs is my least favorite area, but my least favorite quest is in the Chasm, I think. Do we want to pronounce Chasm as Chasm or Chasm today? I change my pronunciation like every day. Because both of them sound correct to me. So I just alternate between them. What pizza do I love? I mean, I like a standard pepperoni and cheese pizza, but you know, I like some sausage on my pizza too, but nothing out of the ordinary. I've tried many different kinds of pizza. I like buffalo chicken pizza. I like chicken bacon ranch pizza. But at the end of the day, I'll always come back to something more standard. Brand new player. Used your referral link the other day. I'm so overwhelmed and confused, but we'll figure it out eventually. Thanks for all the videos. Well, thanks for stopping by, and I'm glad I've been able to help you at least a little bit, I think. At least with the referral link, you'll get some new stuff that will help you out, but just take things one little step at a time and try not to dive into everything all at once, because there's really no need for that, and you'll just overwhelm yourself, like you said. But this new module that is coming out is going to change the leveling process and make it a lot more streamlined and easier to follow, so by that point you might have already leveled your character, but for future ones at least everything will make a lot more sense to you. Pineapple is a sin? I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm not a huge fan of pineapple on pizza, but it's not awful. Yes, my username on Twitch is the same as on YouTube, so SILV3RY, because I'm cool and that's the cool kids put numbers in their username or something. I don't like all these enemies that are happening right now. Problem solved. Well, I mean, yeah, whenever I picture Hawaiian pizza, I'm picturing... Oh, forgot to kill this dude. I'm picturing Hawaiian pizza. Ham and pineapple is okay. Not my favorite. I prefer ham on like a breakfast sandwich or with a dinner with mashed potatoes and stuff. Where did you guys come from? I did not give you permission to come over here. You guys are supposed to stay in your designated area. Eventually he'll die. Oh, there's another one. That's not cool. You're shooting me for like 600 damage. You need to go back to archery training school. Does the new module scale health and damage down? No, nothing has changed past the max level cap. I mean, other than some adventures being, or some campaigns being turned into adventures, but all the item level and scaling and stuff, none of that has changed. Yo, thanks Raider Nation, you came to visit again. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, appreciate you very much. Now twice as much as the last time. You're leveling up. Yes, the dragons in those areas have been removed, so I don't know if they're going to reappear somewhere in the future. I would like to see them reappear. I'm in combat with these dudes. They're dead. They shouldn't be able to be in combat with me if you ask me. Ta-da! I believe we're almost at the sub goal, actually. And then I can add another emote for, I think, tier 1 subs? That would be pretty epic. I don't really know how Twitch works. I pretend to. I've learned some things, but I don't know everything. But I think that's what happens once I hit the sub goal. Am I checking out the new leveling progression? Yes, I'm doing it for the sake of live viewers this time. I've already done it many times, but I would want to... A video can only do so much. Whenever you want to show someone what it's actually like instead of just telling them what it's actually like, sometimes a live stream can be a little bit better for showing people how new things works. New things work? New things work. Also, thank you for the follows on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully none of you get 10,000 channel points, because I never... The 10,000 channel point... I don't know what those are called. Rewards? Or something? It's kazoo, and I have never found my kazoo, so if someone gets 10,000 channel points, then I'll have to go search for it. I keep forgetting to go look for it, so... Yeah, 10,000 channel points, and the idea was I go get my kazoo and play a song on it. The problem with that is I don't really know any songs, because as I said earlier, I'm not very musically inclined at all, so it'd be pretty awful. Very hard playing Bard with the TKL keyboard. I don't know what a TKL keyboard is, but I'm assuming that's like a half size, or what is it called? 60% size keyboard with no numpad and no special keys and stuff. Because that would be very challenging, yeah. Saving up my Twitch points to 20,000? Do I have a 20,000 reward? It's a bit sad that I don't even know. And keyless, no numpad. Oh, okay, so that is essentially the same. My neighbor's brought out his loud car, so if you can hear it in the background, I'm sorry. But hopefully not. Where are you going? The kazoo. I thought I had it at 10,000. Maybe not. Like I said, I don't know anything about my own Twitch channel. Is the healing and damage as a bard more than press the skills? How does the notes system incorporate with the Paragon Choices? Well, for both Paragons you have a different selection of songs you can play, and most of your functionality as a bard will come from those songs, whichever songs you choose to play. So, as a healer, all of your healing, apart from a couple like augmentation type healing abilities that improve your heals in certain scenarios, all of the heals that you do will be done through songs, so you have to play all the songs in order to be effective. Now, DPS, it's a mixture of both. Like, you can DPS with encounters, plus also your songs. Double kazoo. Guys, don't make me go get my kazoo. I don't think it's possible for anyone to have 10,000 channel points right now. But not right now, because I don't have it. I don't know where it is. And you might get chair stream for like 15 minutes. Anyways, I hope I answered your question a little bit, Nara. I tried to. Hopefully you'll see, at least as we progress, how the songs incorporate into dealing damage. At least since we're doing Songblade this time around. Good morning, Galactic Underwear. How art thou on this fine day? Thou art very tired. I feel that. That was me past couple days. Oh, I thought I had one more charge of lunge left. That's a bit unfortunate. Wasn't this map level 20 to 25 before? Possibly. But now the very first adventure you go to will be Never Death, so you get all the Never Death quests first. Also, I'm gonna purposely not pick up any of the lore, just to annoy some of you, because I know that bothers you guys. I'm gonna pick up this chest, though. And perhaps you'll get to see what I meant in the previous, in the last video where I... Hello? Oh, there's another Doom guide we have to find. I knew that. What was I saying? Oh, perhaps you'll get to see what I meant when I was talking about the mimics in the last video. Kazoo wielding bard would be best in slot. I agree. Do you... you know how amazing that would be? I don't want to watch this cutscene. I want to play bard, so I decided to get a Razer keyboard with 5 macro buttons in the Razer program. Yes. that was the keyboard I had most recently. I just replaced it about a month ago with the Corsair one. I had the Razer keyboard for like 5 years, and some of the keys were starting to not work, and I was not going to deal with that when it was important. Like, something important's happening and I can't press the letter K. You know. I mean, K is not used that often in Neverwinter, but you know what I mean. And jump. But yeah, macro buttons will make a big difference when playing with Bard. However, technically they are against the terms of service. I don't know how or if that's going to be approached at all. But really, you can set it up so that there's no way, at least as far as I know, to tell the difference. Why you gotta be all the way over there? Some archers always standing in the back line like smart people. Why they gotta do that? Honestly, I feel it's a lot more rewarding to actually learn all the songs, because whenever I first started as Bard, it was really difficult for me to know all the songs. Wait, is this a mimic? I don't remember. I've done this so many times you'd think I would know. It's not. Hello, sir. You know, you could have just made a portal, like, you know, and got yourself out of here without me having to come save you. I don't really know what was stopping you from doing that. Sometimes you just don't need to think about game logic. Good music, thank you. Oh, you don't have a numpad? Yeah, I really feel for people who don't have a numpad, because using the number keys across the top was really difficult. I don't know if people really get banned for using a macro songs. I mean, obviously I can't speak officially on the matter, but it seems a bit over the top to do something like that. Plus there's a cooldown between how often you can use songs anyway, so it's not really... it's not gonna be a huge benefit compared to people who have spent the time and learned the songs, because the actual time is, you know, similar between someone manually casting the song who has practiced for a while and then someone using a macro, because there's only you can only cast songs so often. Does Mod 21 have a rough time period on its release? Not at the moment as far as I know, but Module 3 of Sharandar is coming out in 2 days. I want to create a macro just to play actual songs in free play mode. So do I. Just saying, I would like to do that. Well, right now, I don't believe the sigil quests, the Vault of the Nine quest, exist on preview. I know that they're not, I highly doubt they're going to be getting rid of the sigil artifacts completely, but right now there's not, it doesn't fit into the leveling at the moment. Actually, you know what? I didn't look. After I finish this quest, I will check on the Vault of the Nine quest on my level 20 bard, and we will find out if it's still there. Excuse me, Mr. Hulk. I don't appreciate you. You're ruining my speedrun. That is not really a speedrun. This quest goes by a lot faster, also, which is nice. Play on PS4, I wonder how playing Bard will be on a controller. I believe they're going to use, like, combination of the D-pad and stuff for playing songs on there, which will actually probably be easier than on PC, in my opinion, because you got all your buttons right there, and you don't really have to move your hands at all, and it'd probably be a lot more flowy. Excuse me, Mr. Hulk, I don't appreciate you at all. I should probably use songs more often. Is this on Twitch or YouTube? Yes. It's on both of them at the moment. So you can watch on whichever platform you feel like at any given time. You can even switch between the two if you feel like it. How do you play songs? Because I don't know what the tunes are. I will actually show you. So, in order to actually play the songs, you press tab. I don't have 100 performance right now. But you press tab, you can press and hold to enter this performance mode where you just do, you know, whatever you want. But if there's a specific song, you want to play one of the songs, the combat songs, all you gotta do is figure out what the pattern is, and you can do that in the powers menu. Give me a moment, I'll show you. I think this should be fine. Right, so all you have to do is click on a song in the power screen and you'll see the pattern that you need to play in order to do the song. But if you don't memorize it, you can always right click and then pin it, and you can see that at the bottom here it's in one of my pin slots, and that way you don't have to memorize it. And then eventually I don't remember which level, I think level 5, you unlock a quick play slot. I'm failing this quest right now. I should probably do something about that. I'll stop them. Such a baby acolyte lady. Hello, Funk Child. Have fun leveling your bard. Hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Okay, we're just gonna leave. There's some enemies over there, but I don't really care about them. Off we go. It's not a far walk, or I would have used the depth trick. Let me up. We're gonna be level 4 soon, guys. We're 4 years old. We're progressing through the cycle of life pretty quickly. How do you gain access to the preview server? I do not have a guide video, but the Neverwinter channel, the official Neverwinter channel does. I thought about making one many times, but I never did. But really, you just have to go to... I believe the activation process is the same as the copying. It's been such a long time that I don't even really remember. I usually skip these enemies and I forgot. But I think there's a link you go to. I know there's a link you go to where you copy your characters over. But I don't remember if that automatically unlocks it for you or if you have to do something else. But yeah, the official Neverwinter channel does have a video on that, and I think they repost that video on their Twitter and stuff each time that preview becomes open. So if you don't know how to get onto the preview server, they give you a little bit of a guide on how to do that. But it's pretty simple. I say, as I also say that I don't remember how to do it. Haha. Wow. Glad I can watch my favorite Neverwinter person try out the new class. Aw. Oh, I wish I could mount in here. Perfecto! Trying out the DPS path? Yes, once I reach level 11, I'll be picking Songblade this time around to refamiliarize myself with it. Really want to go back to ad libitum and performer spam, because that was a lot of fun. Hey John, hello. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. You have fulfilled your hello quota for this stream period. Everyone who watches the stream was instructed that they are required to say hello. You probably didn't even see that, so you completed your task without even knowing. I never actually said hello, I just shouted, "Oh Lord," at you. Does that count? Yes, I will count that. I forgot to do my ability scores. I want to do strength and charisma, I think. I don't have any more powers yet, do I? No. Hey Eric. What's up? Hi guys. Very nice of you to follow my completely dumb instructions. Excuse me, Mr. Arleon. Easy peasy. Everyone alive? No. They made Bard exactly like I wanted. Seems like a DPS / healer with buffs. Well, that's because it is. Hey, cool. Here we are. I'm gonna open a key. Do I have a lockbox? No. Never mind, I'm not gonna open any lockboxes. Eventually I'll get one. Excuse me. We're going to the Monini Crypts. Also, if you want to level faster, one of the easiest ways to increase the speed which you gain levels is to look at the quests that you have, and you can complete some of them while doing other ones. So if I go to the Monini Crypts here, after I kill these guys, I can get the cultist orders while I'm in there, so I don't have to waste time after I come out to grab those. Something I didn't do during my initial run, which is why it took me 12 hours. Well, partially why. Okay, hello Andrew. XP over level rewards have changed. Was wondering if invocation rewards have changed. Not from what I have seen. What am I going the main stat? I'm going with strength and charisma as the two ones that I'm picking. The reason that a lot of people are thinking it is strength is because in character creation, the lowest ability score that you have at base is intelligence. And generally whenever you have a DPS character, their lowest ability score is not going to be the one that is their primary damage dealing one. So it makes sense that it would be strength. Have fun on your bard. How have the overlevel rewards been changed? Well, since you don't gain XP anymore, but you still complete the overlevel rewards the same way, like you reach the reward points the same way that you do on live right now by completing tasks, killing stuff, and stuff like that. But the rewards, I don't know if they had been changed since the test period that we had, because I haven't gotten any, but at the time they were pretty good. I'm not going to give any item specifics of what people got because I don't want to get everyone's hopes up. Are the mythic insignia going to be better? You know, I kind of forgot about those. I haven't thought about mythic insignia in like months. But I assume that when they exist, they'll be probably twice as good as legendary. Same way companions and mounts are. I don't have performance. That really sucks. How rude. I hear they're gonna be hard to make. The mythic insignia? I mean, the legendary ones are already... No, I don't want to say they're hard to make. But they're not super easy. Cake eating videos? I've never eaten cake in a video. What do you mean? Foster. Welcome, by the way. What are Azures being changed to if you can't get XP anymore? They are being changed to movement speed. So everyone can rejoice. But a rank 15 one is only going to give you 5%. Which I'm not really worried about, because any movement speed is good movement speed if you ask me. I hate when these guys just don't want to leave me alone. My companion? I don't have a companion yet. Never mind. Did I said anything? In we go. I can't even get enough insignia powder to do, what are they called? Collars. I just don't get that much insignia powder ever. What video did you make where you were eating something? I made a video about putting a muffin in a milkshake once. Is that what you're talking about? Are there any classes I would like to see in Neverwinter in the future? I mean, part of me just really likes the concept of a necromancer, but Warlock is similar-ish, and so I don't think it's anything that they would ever put in the game. I think Druid would have fit very well with the whole, like, Sharendar theme. But I don't know if I would really have liked to play it. I've only got one legendary mount collar, and I only upgraded that recently. Pew 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 Star Trek things. Hi, Zeph. Legendary Zeph Films is here. If any of you play Star Trek Online. Which I don't ask. Well, I think one of my favorite things of being on the preview server is seeing how everyone's pun names that they come up with. I mean, I've got Silver Strings Doug Jr., which is a pretty unique name. I don't think there's anyone who has this name in the entire game. Azazel. I've never gotten a mount collar to drop, fun fact. I bought all mine. Not happy about it. What am I even doing right now? Oh, I need to go to Mr. Chettlebell's Artisan's Tomb. I'd like to see a shaman. Like the, what are they called? The shamans. They exist. There are shamans in this game. The enemies. I just don't remember which ones they are. But I assume next new class will be tank or DPS. Maybe a druid that soaks up damage with wild shape. You know, I don't know, considering it's been like 5 or 6 years since we've had a new class. I don't know if they are planning on making another one at this time or not. Would be cool if they were, though. Collars are for those people that have everything. They're like Rolexes. I mean, that's about it though. I don't have any on any other characters. But I just never get anything to drop ever that I actually need. So I just don't ever get anything. Yeah, they only drop at base level, I think. Maybe green. I don't know if anything higher than that actually drops. The purple ones you can get from the Zen store, if you wanted. The reptilian races have shamans. Maybe. You encounter shamans at some point. While leveling, I think. Unless I'm thinking about live Arendar. Are there any shamans there? I'm thinking of the red cap dudes that heal their friends, but I don't think that shaman is what they are. There's 3 tanks now? Yes, there's Barbarian, Paladin, and Fighter. And then this Bard will incorporate a 4th healer. So, I mean, it's feasible to think that the next class would be tank, perhaps tank/DPS, like Barbarian is. But then again, we also just don't know. Come over here, people. Batiri Shaman? Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Does that exist? Did I walk past one of these pages? I don't think so. I think the 5th one's up here. Oh, it's right here. Gimme. I need all the pages of the diary, thank you. Gotta uncover Chettlebell's juicy secrets. You have them all? Yes, we're going to get his diary, you guys. When you party up with 4 other bards, do you get to make a band name? I wish? But no, I don't think so. Mimic? Please be a mimic. I want to get some good gear. No. Everything I click on is not a mimic today. You think I would have learned by now? Where did you guys come from? I think I would have learned by now which ones are mimics and which ones aren't. The truth is, I just don't pay that level of attention to inanimate objects. Do you think they'll be using traps more in endgame since the bard's ability is disarming traps? I do not think so. I don't think that that skill is going to be used at all, just the way rogues don't really use it now, just because VIP makes you immune to traps. Plus, traps don't really make that much of a difference at the endgame level anyways. Because if you don't have VIP, you probably carry around things that cleanse your injuries anyways. The only thing I can think of that gives you an injury is the ceiling in Lair of the Mad Mage. In the part where you do the floaty up thing, if you hit the ceiling you get a head injury. Which is funny, Oh, I forgot to do this quest. I meant to do this before I came back here. Now I have to walk all the way over here. Oh, by the way, something I didn't really talk about is that there are historians in these maps now. They are kind of hidden in some of them. Excuse you. How come you guys get to jump off the cliff without taking any damage whatsoever? But then, whenever I do it, I, like, die. Anyways. So this guy in the graveyard gives you some lore about the Black Lake District, because it's been removed. I knew there was something I forgot to talk about in the video I posted last night. It was this and the fact that you can buy all the lore in the Adventurers Guild for gold. And then he tells you about Karsov and the Nashers and stuff. And there's one in every one of the zones. Many times it gave me a concussion, yes. The very first time that I did it, it gave me a concussion and I just was upset. Mildly inconvenienced by it. Because it went through regardless of your VIP at the time. I don't know if it still does. Wow, the floor looks fantastic. And because I had VIP, I wasn't carrying around injury kits, so... it was a mildly inconveniencing time. I really wish those skills were used at the endgame. I just wish skill nodes were more rewarding. Because they still give you outdated professions materials and like a Peridot or something. So I just never bother with them because it's not anything that's particularly useful for me. I mean, if, at the end of the day, a free Peridot is a free Peridot and you get 25 extra refinement points, but, you know, just not always worth it. Oh, so I guess it still does give you an injury regardless of your VIP level. That's just like the game trolling you. Oh, I'm used to there being enemies here. I'll be taking that. I only got 11 from this round. Usually by the time I've killed all those guys, I have all of the ones that I need. I'll be attacking you guys then. I normally leave you guys alone, but clearly you don't deserve freedom at this point in time. Enough? Oh, come on. 13. My RNG is awful at this moment. Okay, done now? Yes. Okay, Harper Windle. What are we doing next? We're going to do the Guild Seals, which is one of the easier quests. Do I like metal music? Kind of. It depends, like, what subgenre of metal. Because once you get into, like, the screamo and stuff, I don't like that. But if it's, like, rock/metal type stuff, I do, yes, I like that. I listen to it often. I'm talking about, like, oh boy. I'm one of those people where if I start to name anything specific, I suddenly forget everything I know about the subject. If I haven't prepared for it. But you know. Pirate metal is pretty fun though. Is there a release date on Mod 21? Not at this time. No, I didn't. I used auto run and it didn't stop me.
Apparently, Miss Monini's ancestor was both a powerful.
We must. Excellent. Let's hope you get into the waterclogged tombs before.
Did they change anything about guilds and guild halls? Not as far as I'm aware, no. Well, I'm not in a guild right now to look, but the last time I checked, which was yesterday because I was invited to a guild on my level 20 bard on preview, everything was still the same. In we go. Yes, Ailstorm, very good. A couple of my favorite songs from Ailstorm are Mexico and Fanny Boss. Can't think of any other ones off the top of my head. But those two I listen to often. You've never been on my stream? Well, welcome. There is a first time for everything, and you have accomplished an achievement on this day. But I'm glad you've been liking my channel. I like my channel too, most of the time. Sorry, that was a little bit awful. Hurry up and die already. Why are you attacking me through the wall? I can attack you through the wall too. Yeah, originally, I think on the old roadmap there might have been something about guilds. Not entirely sure, but I do know that it was something they intended to do and then ended up not being able to do because of the old COVID that kind of pushed everything back a lot. Pop Evil. Yes, I know Pop Evil. I can't think of any songs by them off the top of my head, but I do know them. Hello, Pie Man. Do you like pie? What's your favorite kind of pie? By saying hello, you have unknowingly walked into an interview. Apple. Apple's pretty good. I like Dutch apple, and I like a cherry, and I like... blueberry is... eh. Hey, thank you for the tier 1 sub, log log log. Nice username. Let me in. My issue is that, like, 80% of the time, I don't really like the pie crust. I just like the pie filling, and that is... it's then debatable whether or not I actually like pie, or if I just like, you know, really sugary fruit fillings. Because the filling itself does not make a pie. Although when it comes to, like, meringue pies and stuff, like banana cream pie and coconut cream pie, I'll eat the crust of those because the cream in the middle makes the crust softer, a little bit more gooey, which is nice. Alright, Chettlebell, and I promise I didn't read your diary. Why don't I like the crust? Well, because a lot of times I find that it's cooked too long. And it's too... crusty. I was searching for another word to use besides crusty, and it wasn't working. Plus, I think the crust itself doesn't really taste very good, even if it is homemade. Azazel. Velosk is, I wanted to say Velosk is one of my favorite zones to do while on Bard, but I think it isn't, actually. Which one is my favorite? Icefire Peak is the easiest, in my opinion, but I think that one is my favorite. Let me in! Nope, don't shoot me. You can't see me. Unfortunately, I can't skip past all these guys, so I'll just... Aw, I wasn't fast enough, and these guys caught up to me. Hello, hello, welcome. Ah, are you a mimic? Probably not, because you're right in the middle of the open. Would help if I didn't jump. I am waiting for the mimics. I think I skipped one already. I have 5 level 80 tunes. Also, I think. Maybe I have 6. I don't know. I don't have any that are maxed out. I have a few that are in the good range, but none of them are truly maxed out. I don't know why Streamlabs seems to be confused all the time. Every time it, you know, thanks someone for following and there's either like a question mark or a % sign at the beginning. I don't know why it does that. Just consider yourself special. Hey, little crypty monster, thank you. Hope you also have a nice day. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, Bard AoE in leveling at least is quite good, and it feels really nice. But I really want to get to level, well, I would have to get to level 20 to fully showcase it, but ad libitum is, I think, a level, I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it's 13 or 15 power. But I like it a lot. I want to replace Lunge with it. It's so fun to spam things as Songblade. And then you can, if you don't feel like spamming things as Songblade, you can spam songs as Minstrel instead. The Bard is just a very active playstyle in general. There's not very often where you don't have something to do, especially as a Minstrel. But coming through, don't mind me, I don't have cooldowns. This is one of those instances where I don't really have anything to do, because I don't have any cooldowns, but we'll pretend like I do. This isn't awkward at all. Death. Look guys, a piece of lore! I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm only a little bit sorry about that. I'm here! We want everyone to come here. Another one! Yeah, I do know that PE is just gonna be a really... What's the word that starts with the C that I don't know how to pronounce? Cacophony. Yeah, that word! That's what PE is gonna be. I do think there needs to be some kind of like muting feature for other bards, so that you can just either hear ones just in your party or just yours or something like that, because it's gonna be loud. I put a little bit in my video last night about that, and there was only 3 people participating in the spam, and it was something, that's for sure. Bard weapons are not in collections right now. Because I don't think all of them have been made yet. They might have, and they're just not in collections, I don't know, but the last time I checked they were not in there. You lore tease? Yes, I know. I'm busy upsetting everyone who likes to pick up everything. Usually I'm the person that likes to pick up everything, but for the sake of this specific stream, I am not that person. I need to try and do some more Tom on live, so that I can get 40 scrolls for when Bard comes out. Issue with that though is that I'm not very great at Tom. I can do it, and I've done it like 40 sometimes, but it's a bit much for my tiny brain. Holy Space Papa, thank you for following. Nice username. Look, another piece of lore. There's so much lore in here. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Gelatinous cube hanging out in his gelatinous cubicle hallway thing. Goodbye. Working on the sunset weapons? Wow, it's been a long time since I've thought about those weapons. They look nice, but I can't say I've ever used them on any character though. I guess there's only 2 of you here. I didn't really need to do that. But I did anyways. Why are you guys all like not clumped up? That's not ideal for me. You're supposed to be doing everything I need. Ah, this one's a mimic. I feel it in my bones. No. Wow. Is Bard similar to Rogue in gameplay? No. I want to say no. I've played a Rogue. Rogue was the first character I had. Played it a lot back in the day. Played it somewhat recently. I wouldn't say it's similar. Maybe a tiny bit, but apart from that, no, not really. I like this room. The red aesthetic is just very evil looking, and it suits me. Why am I searching for mimics? Well, because mimics are great. You know, I get this wrong every single time. You think I would know the answer by now? Is Bard a free-to-play class? I believe it will be, yes. The races are what you can pay for, but classes have always been free. Excuse me. No, don't aggro on me. There's a chest over there. Don't see one. What race did I pick for the test? Well, I drow. I had a human one. I had a couple drow ones. Yeah, I've been using drow for almost all of them, just because it looks cool. Not right now, because this gear, not the greatest, but you know, I like the aesthetic of drow. Mimics always scare you, but they're loot pinatas. Essentially, yes. When Bard goes live, what build would you use, companion and mounts, to gear it up? Well, I'm probably gonna use mine as a healer, so I would just basically copy what I'm doing for cleric for the most part. With a few adjustments, because what I have on cleric is not perfect. And I would just build it towards that. I'll probably use the Golden Bullet Pup as summoned. Have they changed mimics from live? Yes. At least in these leveling areas. I haven't really seen any outside of that because I've not done very much content outside of leveling. But mimics on here can give you some pretty nice gear for leveling. So it's pretty nice. Okay, since I don't feel like walking, we're gonna cheat a little bit. Wow, ta-da! I'm here, the quest giver. That was such a long journey. Level 5, hooray. Yeah, Seal of Adventures are also really nice, so make sure that you pay a visit to the seal vendor. The VIP one does not have, at least it didn't the last time I checked, does not have the class equipment in it, which is silly, but it does not. How do I feel about archers? Like the ranger class? I don't like it. That's why I don't play one. Can you play Lucy in the Sky for us with your bard? If I knew the song, I would, but I don't know the song, so unfortunately I cannot play that for you. Yes, thank you for the Tarmaloon trade fragments. I will be picking up a Radiant enchantment. Ta-da! Oh, Invocation's this way. They changed the seal vendor gear. Which one? Because the Adventurers seals have nice gear in it now for leveling. Here we are, we're gonna invoke now. Invocation rewards are still the same, by the way. At least as far as I know. Yeah. Guess I'll go. Actually, I want to go see. I didn't spend any of my adventure seals till after I was level 20 because I feel like before that it's a bit of a waste. If you're not giving yourself gear from other characters, then saving the seals until level 20 is not necessarily a bad idea. I don't feel like you really need to use them before that. I think all these loots are the same. Oh, they're not. I lied. Unless you want them for appearance purposes. Which is why I have bought this one. This is the one that I have on my other bard that I showed in the last video. Once you dye it, it looks pretty sick if you ask me. But yes, there's some pretty good gear here. And you can also get epic gear to drop from enemies. Although, like I said, my RNG is pretty awful in this run, so I've not gotten any yet. Barely even any blue. Oops. I didn't mean to. I will be picking the Wayward Wizard because he's pretty nice to help out with my AoE leveling interactions. What are we naming the companion, you guys? It's name time. We've got Willy as a suggestion. Any other suggestions? I'm just gonna combine them all together. Again, just like we did for my character, because it's amusing. Pompey Companion. I think that might be a little bit too long. Witty name here. Bob Bartholomew. Rockefeller. Willy Bob. Mr. Magic. Okay, we're gonna go with Clarence, Bob, Willy, Magic, Rockefeller. How long can I make this companion name? Oh, it's exactly, it fits exactly. Bob, Willy, Magic, Rockefeller. There we go. Now we're gonna summon him. Alright, Bob, Willy, Magic, Rockefeller is alive, and I've gotten a mail. Oh, with the Starfade Stag in it. How nice of you. Adaka. Thank you. I will be using that right now, because it looks cooler than this horse that I have. Because apart from the Cosmic and Celestial Stags, this one's one of my favorites. Alright. Hey, Chris, how's it going? I went up there because I needed to talk to him. And then I just walked away. Not like that Dragonborn can't wear helmets. There are some helmets that they can wear, but it does suck that they can't wear all of them, although I guess it kind of makes sense because their heads are just really shaped differently. Hello, Mr. Seal Guy, I was just talking about you. Dungeon queues. Should we queue for a dungeon as level 5 and see what it feels like? Because dungeons unlock at level 5. At least the basic ones do. I don't know if they've been fixed as far as scaling goes. I'll be taking that stuff, please. Thank you. And now I've got 2 stones of health. Put 1 in each slot. Yeah, that version of Grey Wolf Den that you get put into is not the same as the dungeon version. It's basically the easier version. Out of curiosity, I wonder if I will get a queue. Probably not. There's probably not enough people on doing random queues for that to work. Off we go to Velosk. I really like the wolf statue in Velosk. Yes, after this adventure we get our new bag. Velosk has some of my least favorite quests in it. I don't really know why. But my actual least favorite quest is in the chasm because that, I don't remember what it's called. It's the one where you have to get the orbs, talismans from the 4 dudes. And it's just such a long quest and it takes forever. Hello? This person's playing music. You probably can't hear it because I have other music, but I'm gonna run away now. Your pig companion is called Hero Piggy. That's a cute name. How did I do this first? I believe I did the fresh meat first. Give me meat. I have not been given any meat. The new simplified quest system, no area will seem long. Yeah, most of them don't seem too long. But there are some individual quests that just feel really long, and that one in the chasm is one of those. The quest where you follow the healer and stay in the circle is just mental torture. Well, you don't have to do that one anymore. So I'm happy to announce to you that... or was that one part of River District or something? I don't think that one was part of leveling, was it? There was some campaign where you had to go back to the chasm, I think. You should check out Stream Beats if you haven't. So, funny story about that, Josh. Okay, I have got all the meat. Next is this one, I guess. Jingo Rummage. What an odd name for a human. Maybe he's not a human. What are you? You look to be a dwarf. You're kinda small. You know, that makes more sense. I will be taking this, thank you. Did I not take it? Apparently not. There we go. He's a rum mage, he makes rum disappear? Oh, I didn't get it at first. Maybe he is, I guess we'll never know. Those kinds of people don't really just admit what they do for a living, you know? Okay, see ya, Gumulk, if that is how you pronounce your name. Thank you for stopping by. Have a fun rest of your day. And next we have the Totem. Looking for Neverwinter channels to watch and saw your familiar name pop up, so I thought I'd pop in and say hi. Well, thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. There's a chest here, so you know we have to open it and see if it's a mimic. Alright. I believe this one should be a mimic because it says open. It doesn't. You used to be able to tell based on what the prompt said. I think I am just been cursed to never find mimics ever. Don't mind me, I'm just walking by. Don't mind me, just coming through. And I'll be taking these from you, because you guys don't need these shadow totems anymore. Okay, cool. Next one, please. The healing tune you get as a second song is cute. Yeah, some of the songs are nice, although personally I don't find Rejuvenating Carol to be very useful while leveling. There's a feat that makes it more useful, but I don't know if it's something that I would want to use. Guess we'll find out whenever we get to that point. Excuse me, you guys were supposed to be dead already. Well, I mean, the second song that you get is probably also Cure, too. Just because, you know, it heals you and stuff. So it's both. Okay, you guys know. You can pin more than one song to your instrument. Yes, you can pin up to 4, unless I change it to 3. I think it's 4 still. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It auto-cut funny story about stream beats. So basically all I said was I'm already using stream beats right now currently, so it was just funny that you mentioned it. I'm gonna go feed the wolves first. How are skills acquired if the leveling is so short, and do we still get those ability points? Yes, you do still get ability scores. You get them at 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. And the skills are acquired in similar fashion. You unlock them at different levels, and then after you get your Paragon, you'll see the rest of them, and it follows the same pattern. It's been a while. I don't know if you remember me, but I was in the first Are You Smarter Than Lord Neverember, and how have you been like? Wow, that was such a long time ago. I do remember your name, although I don't remember anything about that episode. That was such a fun show to do, although it didn't do very well on my channel. But I've been doing pretty good lately. Hopefully you have been the same. You have been also doing well the same. English is hard sometimes. Hello, my dudes. Just here to summon you. Okay, bye. Oh, I thought that said squad meeting at first. I was like, wow, when did Neverwinter start picking up this kind of language? Oh, we got a lockbox, guys. We can open it now and get nothing. Yay! Oh, I also have this blue mount, apparently. I think I got that from the shimmering lockboxes. Sad, I thought Are You Smarter Than Lord Neverember was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of work to set up, and I could probably do it a lot better than I could at the time. But, you know, people just aren't as interested in trivia as you would think. Well, maybe you don't think people would be interested, I don't know. Oh, bridge is this way. Don't try to jump off the cliff, you will die. There's the historian back there. I'm not gonna go see him. Every day before I log in, I'm like, oh boy, time for my daily jadeite, and then it's a jadeite. Yes, that is basically what lockboxes are. Which is why I save them up and do them in increments of 75. Well, the main reason for 75 is because I thought 50 wasn't enough, and 100 was too much, so I went with 75 instead. Don't mind me, you guys. You guys look like you don't have any arms. That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna kite everything to the end. Maybe not the whole way to the ends. Ooh. Oh, a chest. Just kidding, we're stopping here. I lied. I'm here. Do it in increments of 69, it's good luck. You know, I probably should have thought of that before I started, but it's been like 2 years or so. It's not a mimic. You know, every other time that I've leveled a character, I ran into at least 3 or 4 mimics. At least 1 or 2 per area. And I thought they were all the same, all the time. Like, this specific chest is always a mimic. But, I mean, maybe my memory is just terrible. Possible. Wraith Eidolon. Isn't Eidolon like the name of some game or something? My poor companion. I will be taking this. You don't need it anymore, clearly, because you're dead. I need to kill bandits here first. Can we do all of them at the same time? I think so, unless someone's killed them all already. Not looking good. Some up here. And there's some over there. A little bit too far away. Come here. Hey, they finally made their way over here. How nice of them. It didn't even crit. That's so rude. Right, I need to find some more. Easy. Of course I am at 11 out of 12. Yeah, you do start Icewind Dale at level 8. Or not Icewind Dale, Icewind Pass, my bad. Icewind Dale is not until close to 20 unless it is bugged at the moment, which is possible. Someone said they got offered to start Dread Ring really early also, which I did not experience in my last leveling adventure. I guess maybe we will visit the historian. Hello, sir. You're going to tell me about the Tower District. About the orcs and, you know, the Blood Scar dude in the Cloak Tower. Okay, thanks, bye. Level 6! Hello, lady. I was talking about Eidolon and historians. Congratulations on your sub, Executioner. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to place it here. Me first. I don't know if it matters or not, but collect rattles from Stormcallers. I guess I will help this person. Can you still make keys? For certain ones, I can't see the campaigns right now because I'm not max level, but you can for certain ones. I don't know where the other ones went. I've seen some people asking about that, and I'm not able to answer that question right now. Nothing new yet. Oh, we have Flourish. I don't really want to use that. Now that I'm behind and this person has killed all the Stormcallers. Mine. This one's mine. Have you tried to switch your guitar for a gun? You can do this by holding left click and spamming tab. You know, I'm not sure if you're joking or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if that did work. This person killed all the Stormcallers. There were some funky things that happened with holding tab, or holding left click previously. Well, I don't have any targets at the moment. I'll try it whenever I find enemies. Hold left click and spam tab. Okay. Yeah. Well, it doesn't work now that I've been stunned. That sucks. There. They don't... Excuse me. I feel like that's not really intended. Just gonna spam this boy from over here. That's something for sure. I've learned something new on this day. I need one more Stormcaller though. Hello! works sometimes. Like, after a while it will stop working. Interesting. Yeah, I also like Paragon Path being at 11 because level 30, being 30 years old and only just then being able to choose what you're going to do for the rest of your life is a long wait. Why are you guys running from that far away? I'm gonna run until I find a chest. And then probably die because there's probably no chest in here. I don't have Defender's Minuet yet, I don't think. No. That's only in Minstrel Paragon, and we're not playing Minstrel today. Hello, it's the only way. What is the only way? I just used all my performance like a dummy. I forgot I wasn't Minstrel. How long until we die, do you think? Are we gonna place bets on that? I know I'm going to die by the end of this. It's a guarantee. Just because of all the enemies that are here and I have no performance anymore. But we are gonna go until the end and see what happens. Probably death. Maybe we should stop here. No, for the sake of this bit, I'll go to the end and die. Hello, friends. I already know I'm gonna die because they will aggro me until the end of the... They're all gonna eventually... Look at them back there. Oh, I did walk out. I didn't mean to engage the boss. I didn't think I was that close to the boss. Maybe if I kill the boss, it will end. I doubt it, but that would be funny if it did. Death in 3, 2, 1! I pressed the wrong button. I accidentally pressed my invocation blessing instead of my health stone. Whatever. My mount power is useless. Well, I could buy scrolls, but that's cheating. I'm not cheating on this character. Alright, I will stop here then for the sake of this. Easy. We're fine now. Ta-da! No problems. Pretend like I did the entire way. The Bard's DPS is about average. It's not really overpowered, but it's not weak either. Ouch. I hate archers. They're always just chilling in the back and not engaging in the fight like the rest of us. Really happy they removed the Sabella campaign and that dumb tutorial with the crypt. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it, although it is a little bit nostalgic now, I suppose. Is Zuna as a companion still OP? I still see people use her. I don't know if she's still the best, because I haven't paid attention to DPS companions in like a couple months. Few months, a long time. Okay, now I'll pull the rest of the mobs to the end because there's not that many and it will be manageable. Bard's Paragon choices are Songblade, DPS, and Minstrel Healer. And both Paragons provide different types of buffing as well. Oh, whoa. Easy, except he doesn't kill the enemies at the end. That would be really OP if he did. Like some areas where you kill the boss and then all the minions are defeated. Imagine that in this scenario where I just run till the end with everything, kill the boss, and then ta-da, done. My companion's doing some decent work over here. Which class is top DPS right now? Kinda depends, I think. Let's see, which one would be the top DPS right now? Used to be rogues and rangers were really high. I think Barb DPS has made a comeback. It used to be not that great. But as for this mod specifically, I don't actually know. I'm sure rogues and rangers are probably still good because they haven't really changed much about them in recent updates as far as I know. I'm sure there's somebody here who's smarter than me on the topic of DPS related topics. Alright, I can't equip this stuff because I am a wolf. Fun fact. I've not noticed that the speed boost on this wolf actually does anything, because this is me with it not activated, and then now with it activated, and there is no difference, but it's supposed to give you burst into a sprint. I don't think I'm sprinting, but I'm not well versed in the anatomy of a wolf. The good thing is I don't have to fight anything on the way here. All I have to do is run, and then the quest is over. Assassin, Rogue, and Hunter Ranger are still considered top DPS classes for fire. Okay. So it hasn't changed a whole lot in recent months. Okay, now let's put on all our stuff. Still no lucky blue or purple gear. My RNG is just terrible. Okay, is it still sunny outside? I think so. Probably got about 15 more minutes of stream left, and then need to go for a run, and then I've got a guild leaders meeting after that. So, what am I looking for? The orbs and stuff. So if you do have any final questions before I leave, make sure you ask them now. Don't be shy. I don't know everything, but I will try to answer them. Could you kindly explain why I feel weaker in earlier levels? Now, with which class? Are you talking about Bard or a different class that you've played previously and then now feels different? What else did they change in mod 21? Well, luckily for you, DJ, I have an entire video about that. It covers almost everything. The only thing I did not mention was Masterwork Professions and any possible content that may come out with mod 21 that we don't know about yet. Will PvP return? PvP is not gone. You could never access PvP from low levels since they changed that a while back. I think you still can after max level though, because the PvP little NPCs in the Adventurers Guild are still there. Like the current season stuff. The campaign, I think, still exists, and the only thing they removed was the seasons thingy, which I never really paid attention to anyways. Rogue, I made a new character and I somehow feel weaker than previously. Well, to be honest with you, I don't know how leveling feels on other classes other than Bard, because I haven't leveled as any of them other than Bard since this change. I meant to, but time is a difficult resource to manage. As far as I know, none of the magnitudes have been changed for the other classes, so you shouldn't. Maybe because you're not over the level and you don't have other bonuses like guild. I don't know if you're in a guild or not, but if you've got guild bonuses or if you previously gave yourself enchantments from other characters or something like that. How far are we on Velosk? Not as far as I would like. Queues take too long? On preview, no one's gonna really be queuing for anything unless they make a private group, but on live, I did notice that random queues are taking longer than usual. Don't really know why that is. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. I think it just depends on the time of the day, because sometimes whenever I come in to do my random queues, I queue instantly as a healer. DPS queues are definitely going to take much longer than the supporting roles, just because there's less of the supporting roles than people who play DPS. I look too serious? What do you mean I look too serious? This is just my face. I'm sorry my face doesn't suit your expectations. Excuse me, Mr. Direhelm. Oh, for PvP? Well, that's because no one PvPs. There are many people who just don't find PvP rewarding or fun. I'm one of those people. Chest. Mimic? No. I am cursed with the no mimic run, apparently. How much is my main character item level? On live, 52k, I believe. So, could do a lot more maxing out, but it's good enough for me at the moment. Tryhard silver? How is that a tryhard? All I want is a mimic. Is that too much to ask for? You'll find a mimic when you least expect it. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I probably will. It'll be when I'm not streaming. Like, right after I stop streaming, I'll go into an area and they'll be like, oh, by the way, the very first thing you encounter will be a mimic. Yeah, very few people actually PvP. And I know there are some people who would be upset if PvP was removed from the game. At least in the way that it currently is, but I would not really be that disappointed. It occupies like 0.0000001% of my thoughts about the game. But I always want mimics now. I actually do know where one is 100% of the time, but I won't get to that point until like level 11? 10? They're on Avidris. The new organized— oh, I was like, what are you talking about organized room? Yeah, it's not changed that much since I organized it. So for the most part, it is still organized. Markella Whisper Soul. I just stood in the middle of that. Pretend like you didn't see that. I like Bard a lot. Enjoying it a ton. Finally got an illuminated insignia on a character though. Do I have any other insignias? Barbed one. I guess I'll put here. There's no bonus with that. Barbed? Sure. Cool. I like this area a lot too. Although my lighting is a bit broken at the moment. Nope, not killing you guys. I do know of some people who PvP a lot, but I generally just don't like the PvP community because it's pretty toxic over there. I play games to relax and enjoy myself, and if I'm not doing that, then what's the point of playing a game at all? If I'm not getting out of it what I want. You know? Are you the DC from mod 6 or 7? No. I didn't play in mod 6 and 7, so that would not be me. I started my YouTube channel more consistently mod 13, 14, but I had a written guide on MMO mines starting from mod 12. Before that, I didn't really exist, at least on the internet. Okay. Time to do some inventory cleaning out. I don't like this part. Some of the scouts stuff you have to type convert to get rid of, and I am not a huge fan of that. Keep this loot. Yeah, anxiety is no joke, and games can help with that a lot, but they can also make the problem worse. Personally, I've never had an issue with traps because I just avoid them all, or just walk right through them because I have VIP. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for me for the stream today, so you can say your final words to Bob, Willie, Magic Rockefeller, and Silver Strings Doug Jr. Those are the characters that you guys have created, so it's only fair that you get to say bye to them, I suppose. But I've got some other things to take care of today, so perhaps we shall stream again in the near future. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff going on right now, so I don't know when that will be possible, but I will try to. It's been kind of nice. So thank you all guys. Thank you all guys. Thank you guys for all of you who have tuned in or subbed to the channel. Appreciate you all very much. And until next time, try to have a good life and don't make your fingers bleed from plucking the loot strings too much. Okay, bye!